kind of, I want to switch gears here again, just to kind of touch on something you brought up about new creators, new projects, and I think you've said it really well. Now is a great time to start a new project, and I'd have to agree with that. It's a little counterintuitive to go, well, the market's not great. Why get started? And I mean, if you look back, you know, two quick examples, Microsoft and Apple, those two companies were started during a recession. So
Exactly.
sometimes downturns and bad times are good times to start a project. And so I wanted to maybe give you an opportunity if, let's say, for example, I was starting a new NFT project on Hedera, what advice would you have for me?
The most important one is build a community, because sometimes we see that a project or a creator, they come to it there, and half a week later they are already talking about, okay, I'm going to mint a collection, I'm going to launch a token. And they didn't have the time to build connections here. They didn't have the time to really explore our users, to engage with them. So it's really important for any project, any creator that wants to come to Hedera, to really create roots here before talking about a launch event, before talking about a mint. Otherwise, it's going to be complicated. But at the same time, imagine that you decide to launch a collection now, and it did not sold entirely because the
Mm,
ecosystem, because of everything that is going on, or because people are not there for mints right now. Just the fact that you try to launch a collection, and even if it didn't sold out immediately, the fact that people saw you, that visibility, and the fact that 6 months from now you are still going to be here, and you tell people, okay, so let's do this again, let's try it. People will see, okay, this person
right.
tried, but they still stayed around. It wasn't the thing where they tried to launch a collection, it didn't work, so they just disappeared the following week. They are here, they tried, it didn't work, they are here, they are going to try this again. Okay, now I'm going to support this guy. I'm going to give it more visibility. I'm going to mint his collection because I understood that he's here to stay. So
Gotcha. That is such a great point, and I think that it's building a brand, it's consistency, it's building trust, and I think that it's the number one thing that not just NFT projects, but really any crypto project, and I see it happen a lot in the Hedera ecosystem. It's a important step that is missed. It's an exercise. I used to run a marketing agency and stuff, and for projects in Hedera, an exercise I would have them do is I would say, make me a list of like the top 5 or top 3 things that you want from this community, from this ecosystem. And it would be things like, I want to sell out my mint. I want to build up my Discord to 1,000 people. I want to, I want to make, 100,000 HBAR. I wanted this, I wanted that. They'd have this list. And then I'd say, all right, your job now is to make that happen for other people, right? Find a project, help them mint out, buy their NFT, help a Discord grow, help another community's Discord grow. And don't
exactly.
even worry about your own Discord. Don't even worry about the artwork for your project right now. Put all that stuff on hold. Because, and I'd say to them, it's like the best NFT projects I know in the ecosystem, the the creators are great collectors. They're great users. They're great consumers. And that's what you're talking about. You're talking about building a community, which means being a part of other communities. I used to be in a rock and roll band, and it's
Exactly.
like you have to go to other people's shows. You have to buy other people's albums. You have to do these types of things. You have to wear their band shirt, right? So that's what we're talking about, is building that sense of community. So I think that's like a fantastic way of looking at it. And then really quick, then beyond that, when it comes to actually, okay, I've got my community, I've built all these relationships, I've built all this trust. Now I've got to make this thing. Um, what advice do you have when it comes to that phase of like, you've got to make the NFT now? What advice would you have for people?
Well, that's the part where you definitely need to look for a platform that can help you with the launch. I'm not going to say, hey, go to SentX because I'm here talking about SentX, but there's platforms out there. It's up to you to look the best ones and see which platform you want to utilize to launch your NFT. And it's always easier because you will have that platform's support, and they will help as well, because we have projects that come to us and ask all these questions that we are talking about here. But how, I'm new to the ecosystem, how can I mint my collection, how can I grow my community? And we give tips, of course. We don't baby projects, because I don't think that's the way, because
Mm,
if we baby a project, we don't know if we are helping the person actually or not. But we try to help to the extent of what we can, while still letting the person do it on their own, so that they can be successful, or if not, learn from their mistakes. Because if you have a launchpad making a ton of noise for you, and you don't do any of the work needed to market, to grow your community, because someone else is doing that for you, then it's going to be really hard to maintain the project as well, because you don't have those skills. Those community building skills aren't there. So you might even sell your first collection, but then you might want to launch a new one a year from then, and you will not have the skills to keep your community alive for that year or for those 6 months. So it's really important to understand that launchpads are not a platform that will give instant success to a creator, that will do all the marketing for them, all the
right.
community growing for them, because the creator, the artist, needs to have those skills so that after mint they can keep the project alive.
Absolutely. That's such a great point. You want to build them up for success. There's going to be good times and hard times as we're going through now. And the great projects are ones that can make it through these hard times. So that's all really great advice. I'd encourage every new project coming in the space to take that advice.